Stud substitute gets kicked out of school for predatory remarks. Tell me your thoughts down below, guys.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to...
Damn, shorty. You lost your job. You know, I work for a high school. I do TikToks. But you would never see me put anybody else's kid on my TikTok. Like, that should be like common knowledge, not to put people's children on social media. It says that. You know what I'm saying? I used to sub before I worked at a high school. And I don't know if you did pay attention in class. They tell you don't do that. They say it. They say don't record the children. And they say it again once you get hired, if you get hired at a school. So I work for a high school. I would never do it. And it looked like you were working at a suburban middle school that day. And I just know if that was my child, yeah, we got a problem. Like, you got to see me after school. You got to see me at 3 o'clock. I don't know what goes, sometimes will go through people's mind, and like, they post stuff, because you got to review it. Like, you got to look at it, and you got to be like, yeah, I'm going to post that. That sounds appropriate. Like, come on, man. Sheesh, you lost your job. Oh, well, can't be posting stuff, man. Sometimes you just got to just work. Just do your damn job and get on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well.
I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you...
No, you're sick, you freaky frog. Don't try to put this on us. The fact that you think recording was the strangest thing that you did. First off, you are a teacher, obviously. You recorded people's kids, right? Clearly you're a little stud or whatever, right? So you recorded a group of some girls walking by. You said, damn, shorty. Immediately followed up with, these kids trying to take me down. What do you mean by that? I'll tell you exactly what you mean. What you meant was, if these kids try to flirt with me, I might fall for it. Now, if you're one of those people who are trying to stick up for her, let me know what the fuck she meant by that. These kids trying to take me down, after she said, damn, shorty. Tell me what she meant by that, please, because I'm not the smartest person. So I'm a little slow. So explain it to me what the fuck she meant by that. Y'all have to be stopped. Y'all have to be fucking stopped.
The substitute that got fired got on here to do further explanation as to what she meant by shorty and what she meant by the kids was going to take her down. The explanation made no sense, and it felt like we was being gaslit the whole video. Even if you take out the part of the shorty and the kids taking her down, she started the video off by saying that she let the kids do whatever they want to do. That's still a problem. You're a substitute teacher. You're supposed to be making sure that the kids get their work done and enforce the rules that the regular teacher would do if they were there. So sitting up with your feet kicked up, vlogging, talking about you let them do whatever they want to do, yeah, you would be in trouble just for that alone. I don't know when y'all gonna learn about playing with these companies' time and doing your content creating during the time that you're supposed to be putting in work for that company that's paying you to do a job for them. The company that you work for is not paying you to be a content creator. They're not paying you to vlog. They paying you to do the job that you applied for. So anytime you're on their time recording content and doing anything beyond the job that they hired you for, that's a problem. And all of y'all keep saying, I'm a content creator. I'm a content creator. Anybody who pick up the phone can be a content creator. Y'all be saying that like it's this big deal or it justifies what you be doing. The crackhead who got an Obama phone can record a video and put it on TikTok and consider themselves a content creator. It's not that deep. It's not that heavy. It does not excuse what you're doing. That's part of social media that I hate, is that everybody think that they somebody because they can pick up their phone and record videos. It's a difference between a content creator and an actual influencer, right? And that's where the difference comes in at. Anybody can content create. You're literally creating content, but everybody cannot influence. They can't. And that's the difference between the two. Anybody can do content creating. You're literally just creating a video. Like I said, anybody can do it. But everybody cannot be an influencer. Everybody cannot get contracts with companies. Everybody cannot get those brand deals. That is a completely different ball game. But here's a word of advice. TikTok ain't paying enough money for y'all to be risking y'all real jobs to pay your real bills in your real life. Them days of TikTok paying all that money is gone. So getting on here and risking your livelihood for some views and likes and follows, get for real.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further content.
No, you're sick and you're a bozo. All these things happened because of you. You said this was your first time ever substituting, and you decided to go in there recording these people that don't know you. That girl that was looking at you.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them.
She was probably trying to figure out why you was recording, why you had a body camera and a camera, because you say you had a body camera too. So you're doing this, your very first time substituting, you don't know these people, yeah, you're a bozo. Nobody feels bad. Nobody feels bad, because why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I didn't even have to listen to what you said because I knew it was stupid. There's no explanation for this.
So this substitute teacher got fired on the first day. Then the substitute teacher makes a video saying that she didn't know that she couldn't record. Like, if you look at the employee handbook, it's going to show you, and it's common sense. Common sense is going to tell you, don't go up to a school recording students. You don't know if they signed the consent for photo media to be put out there. You don't know that. But you went in there thinking it was a fashion show with the chains and the baggy clothes and doing the B-roll in the classrooms and posing, talking about, oh, they think I'm a student. I look like one of the students. And then the school's having a pep rally and a cute little girl walks by and you're like, damn, shorty. Oh, I got to get out of the school before I get in trouble. Who makes a comment like that? And you don't think that that comment was inappropriate? Me, as the mom of 3 daughters, if I would have heard a substitute teacher make a comment like that about my kids, I would have rolled up to the school because we would have had to have a talk and a little hug too. If you know what I'm saying. Because there's no way. That's predatory behavior. If you would have been in there for a few months, I think that there would have been an issue with you and one of the students. And then the video that she makes in the car, she's like, people are characterizing me like this and that. Your words characterized you. Your behavior characterized you. Because that's not the behavior of an adult, of a role model. No, it isn't. What you said, hey, shorty, who says that? Who says that when they see a child? Because that was a child. That was a child, okay? No one's going to look at a child and be like, hey, shorty, let me get out of this school. I'm going to get in trouble. Who says that? You got exactly what you deserve. You got exactly what you deserve. You got fired, and I hope that you are never in the school system. I hope you can never be around kids again, okay? Because that type of behavior, that's not normal. You learned the lesson real quick. You learned the lesson that you needed to learn before somebody taught it to you in a different way. Anyway, that's my story time. Ya tu sabe.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context.
I'm just going to say this and leave it alone. No adult man or woman should be able to keep their job after what she did. She was filming the first day at her school as a substitute teacher. A girl walks into the frame and she says this. I'm not going to say that out loud because it's just too disturbing. She was talking about a child, a teenager. The teenager looks over at her like she knew she was being targeted. And to call us sick and twisted because we saw you for the predator that you are. Talking about you look young just like them. And to post and edit that video on your platform with that voiceover shows you have no idea that that was inappropriate behavior. Really had no idea that you were thinking like a predator? Really? How do you go and make 2 apology videos and still not take accountability? I mean, you know what? I've seen that on this app. It's everyone else's fault for taking it the wrong way. We didn't like losing your job and being called out, so it's our fault, right? If it wasn't for us, you'd still be working and preying on those little girls at that high school, right? And that teenage girl that was giving you the stink, I knew she wasn't safe around you. No child is safe around you. You should find another career.
And to that stud that got fired as a substitute teacher that's on here acting confused about why she got fired, you need to be thankful that all they did was fire you. Because they needed to call them people and have you added to that list. Talking about some sheesh. Let me get out of here before one of these kids get me in trouble. As you're recording a child's body as they're walking by. Like, is you cool? And then you talk about, oh, it was my first day. I didn't know I could record the kids. Well, did you know that you couldn't speak inappropriately of them? Like, at the very least. And if I'm not mistaken, on your lunch break, you was definitely doing something you shouldn't be doing on your lunch break. Like, yo, is y'all cool for real? And then you blatantly said that I'm not going to have my students doing nothing for real. Do you know how hard it is to get fired as a substitute teacher? On your first day? Now, if you ask me, I feel like them people ain't doing enough because you shouldn't be allowed within a certain amount of feet from a playground or a schoolhouse. You need to count your blessings.